हाय गाइस, क्या हाल चाल है? शूट के लिए रेडी हो?
शूट
या कनेक्ट स्क्रिप्ट रेडी बड़ा
पेट्री रेडी हो गई शूट? अरे
मेरे पास
यार सॉरी गाइस, मतलब हम लोग एकदम से आज थोड़े हड़बड़ाए हुए हैं क्योंकि हमें एकदम से पता चला है कि हमारे जो अगले गेस्ट है वो आज ही अवेलेबल है और हम आज ही उनका शूट करने जा रहे हैं। वैसे मैं बता दूं, वो हमारे अतनु सर के बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं। से हाय।
हाय व्यूअर्स।
स्क्रिप्ट रेडी है ना? दिखाओ। हैं ये कैसा सवाल है? ये पूछूंगा मैं?
पूछना तो पड़ेगा ही।
इसकी आधी पगार कट है। मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ कि हम एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनालिटी से मिलने वाले हैं। वो एक बहुत ही शानदार फाउंडर है और अब हम यहाँ से ऑफिस से अपना सामान पैकअप करके तुरंत निकल रहे हैं। तो चलिए चलते हैं।
तो गाइस, हम लोग एक्चुअली अभी इस समय ट्रैफिक में फंसे हुए हैं, तो मैंने सोचा कि क्यों नहीं मैं आपको हमारे गेस्ट के बारे में बता दूं। ही इज नॉट जस्ट एन एंटरप्रेन्योर बट आल्सो अ ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूटर टुवर्ड्स द ग्रोथ of various companies from their seed stage to their series D stage. He is also the founding member of the growth team at Razorpay. He is the founder and CEO of GrowthX, Mr. Udayan Walvekar. तो चलिए चल के उनसे मिलते हैं।
तो गाइस, हम आ चुके हैं उदयन के घर और इससे पहले कि हम अंदर जाए, लेट मी रिमाइंड यू #मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी is powered by Wealthy, a wealth management platform that has over 800 plus financial products and also thousands of partners associated. Wealthy is a one-stop solution for all your investment needs. If you have not checked it out yet, please check it out now. So thank you so much Udayan for doing this for us today and welcome to our show #मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी। वेल, वैसे तो आपको कॉन्सेप्ट पता ही होगा बट स्टिल मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि I'll ask you a few questions from your background to your entrepreneurship journey to your investment journeys and we'll end up playing a small rapid fire round. So I hope you would be pretty excited about it.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So my first question to you is कि आपके background के बारे में थोड़ा सा बात करते हैं। Like you have vast experience in working across industries, SaaS से लेके EdTech, FinTech, FoodTech, and now an entrepreneur. तो इतना corporate life में आपने इतना काम किया, then eventually how did you come up with GrowthX idea? आपने मतलब problem क्या देखी कि यार ये problem है और अब मैं इसको solve करूँगा ही करूँगा?
Interesting. So some context. I don't come from a very traditional background. So BBA engineering dropout actually. Someone who was a door-to-door salesperson, web developer, learned digital marketing on my own. And startups was like the one place जहाँ पर एक चीज़ है, right? Startups में कि they value your passion more than like your degrees.
Yeah, that's true.
So you get a foot in the door, even if you're not like very well off, correct? In terms of degrees. And that is how I became into growth and then product. And when I came to Bangalore, Abhishek and I actually... So my co-founder and I, Abhishek.
Okay, Abhishek.
We basically started a community called GrowthX. And the idea is simple. Here, you are working in B2B, in food tech, ed tech, ये वो. लेकिन हमको, like जो मेरे इंडस्ट्री में हो रहा है, right? वो सब मेरे competitors वैसे भी कर रहे हैं, right? Problem statements की innovations आते हैं from parallel, industries doing it in a certain way. But you are like, oh wow, that's an interesting insight. How can I apply it to myself? And that was the overall idea of starting GrowthX. That was a community जहाँ पर सब self learners है, startups के problem statement solve कर रहे हैं, right? Because startups में हर एक चीज़ unknown है, कोई notebook से कुछ मिलने नहीं वाला तुमको, right? That is actually one of the reasons why GrowthX का community started. And as a
कब शुरू किया ये community?
2019. I was still at Razorpay.
अच्छा, you were at Razorpay.
Yes. So the GrowthX was a community long before it became a business.
Okay.
Actually. Okay. So we were a very strong community in Bangalore, and what happened is we realized is that people have no path of going from individual contributor to first time becoming a manager, from a manager then becoming a leader, right? That path is so unstructured और कोई कुछ नहीं बोलता, right? आपको पहला आपका जॉब दिला देता है MBA कॉलेज या कुछ ना कुछ तो दिला देगा, उसके बाद क्या करना है? मेरे MBA कॉलेज ने दिला दिया था, right? उसके बाद it's like you are you're all on your own, basically, right? And having gone through that journey, which is very lonely by the way, it is actually a very lonely journey going from IC to manager, and the more you go up and up, right? We said we want to really solve for that problem, and that's when we started GrowthX.
No, that's really awesome. Matlab, it's a very interesting idea that you are working on, that you have worked on, and congratulations on that as well. So now moving on to my second question, ki, like, you know, most of the startups that are there, they raise this fund and all of that. And by the way, we got to know that you got your first seed round done.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
So ये जो community बनाई, I'm sure उसमें तो ठीक है, उस टाइम उतना कुछ नहीं लगा होगा. But then जब ये idea आया कि अब इसको business में convert कर देना है, तो did you raise funds या फिर bootstrap किया कि भाई जो कमाया था वो सब उसमें लगा दिया?
Thankfully, we were profitable from day zero. Meaning, before launching the product also, just our coming soon page generated revenue. And how so? For example, we would say that, hey, we're gonna launch this, right? And this is gonna be the tentative pricing. कुछ नहीं लिखा है कि क्या मिलने वाला है, क्या होने वाला है, बस लोगों ने पैसा भर दिया.
नहीं, पर वन लाइनर कुछ लिखा हुआ है ना, लॉन्चिंग.
करेक्ट लॉन्चिंग ग्रोथएक्स का 5 week boot camp दैट्स इट. बिकॉज और वो कम्युनिटी के साथ क्रेडिबिलिटी बनाई थी 2-2.5 साल के लिए, राइट? कि वी आर अ स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिटी, सीखने मिलता है. तो दैट रियली हेल्प्ड, एंड वी आर स्टिल प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी. एक्चुअली द सीड राउंड, राइट, यू वुड बी थिंकिंग अगर प्रॉफिटेबल हो तो उठाया क्यों, करेक्ट? तो आई टेल यू अ फैक्ट, GrowthX has 212 investors. This is the largest ever round in terms of investors in the world. Okay. हमको पता है कि as a business, right, for GrowthX, we really need the people who are in product leadership role, marketing leadership role, the people in our ecosystem to be evangelists, right? And उनका पैसा उठाना is much more valuable than, let's say, an investor at that point. Okay. So when we said we want to raise money, it was for network effects, not for the money per se, right? And I'll give you another quick fact. 65% of all the investment that came through our own customers. Interesting, right?
That's very interesting.
Right? So you have your own customers as evangelists, right? What is better than that?
That's true.
So yeah.
I mean, awesome. So, like moving on, थोड़ा interesting part पे जाते हैं, थोड़ा पीछे जाते हैं, like, you know, in your past, after your first job, like, you must have got some salary, right? कि पहली job से इतना salary मिला, तो I want to know कितना मिला और फिर उसका क्या किया?
अच्छा, तो मेरी पहली सैलरी जो थी वो 12,000 रुपए की थी. 12,000 रुपए की थी, ठीक है. एंड उसमें से जाते थे 6,000 रुपए ट्रैवलिंग में, बिकॉज दिस वॉज अ सेल्स जॉब विच रिक्वायर्ड मी टू गो ट्रैवल इंटरसिटी.
करेक्ट.
और जितना मेरे को पैसा मिलता था स्टाइपेंड में रहने के लिए, वो अगर मैं होटल में रहता तो मतलब भाई मेरा मतलब मैं अभी इधर नहीं रहता. सो आई हैड टू पुट माई ओन मनी टू स्टे. तभी like I think the only things I spent on was I actually would buy some courses. Actually, I still remember I was learning to code side by side. I was doing web development because I knew that I want to join startups. I have a thing for tech. Just FYI, I'm an engineering dropout.
Which year?
Engineering, when I dropped out after 2 year downs.
2 years. Okay.
2 years of trying.
Okay.
And I just couldn't go through it. I don't know, just the luck was not there. But this is way back 2012, right? But yeah, I would spend money mostly in either just surviving or once in like 2 to 3 months saving money for that online Udemy course, which would teach me how to do the basics of HTML. Free भी चीज़ से सीख ली थी. फ्री चीज़ से by the way मैंने एक वेबसाइट बना ली थी फैमिली फ्रेंड के लिए, और उन अंकल से आया था 3,000 रुपये. तो बोला यार अगर ये जेन्युइनली ये है मतलब वैल्यू है, तो why not invest that money in the course and get myself upskilled? And that really helped. I got like about 200 clients. I built like hundreds of websites. In the next 2 to 3 years I quit my job. और वही लोग जो बोलते थे वेबसाइट बनाने के लिए, वो बोलते थे भाई वेबसाइट बना ली, आपने तो बेच दिया, डिजिटल प्रेजेंस चाहिए, अभी कोई आ नहीं रहा है, कैन यू फिगर दैट आउट? हाँ श्योर, ओके, ईमेल मार्केटिंग, सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, आई नो बोल के देन आई वुड फर्स्ट लर्न and then deliver the results, right? But yeah, that was a turning point for me.
Look, starting say, like I think you would be how much? 21 ईयर ओल्ड
yeah.
उस टाइम से ये बिजनेस करने का, स्टार्टअप, कुछ नया सीखने का जज्बा रहा है.
Right.
That's amazing. तो अभी थोड़ा सा ना आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी के बारे में बात करते हैं. I got to know that you are an active investor and you love investing your money in different financial instruments.
Yes.
So let's talk about the first investment you made. Then अभी कैसी चल रही है आपकी, और how did you do that investment? किसी से एडवाइस लेके किया है, या हालांकि अभी तक जितनी हमारी बात हुई आई एम श्योर कहीं से सीख के ही किया होगा.
Right.
तो how is it going?
So start was very messy. You can probably laugh on it. My start investments were basically जो भी कोई तो दोस्त बोल दिया भाई ये इस स्टॉक में डाल दे, या ये म्यूचुअल फंड में डाल दे. तो as a trial you put like 1,000-2,000 rupees so just to start off with. Correct. And I still remember I had signed up on Zerodha because वो zero commission broker. Right. As if I'm a day trader और मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ रहा है. Right. But yes, zero commissions. Back then it was all about making a quick buck. Right. That was the early mindset of the first year of investments. And then I realized that this is stupidity, because if I do the math of actually investing that money in myself, I'll get better returns. So I want an investment strategy जो मेरे खुद के income को compound करे. राइट. जो मैं कमा रहा हूँ उसको कंपाउंड करे while I sleep. तो my mindset changed, and one of the really nice books is Psychology of Money. That changed my perspective. So today my investments are very different. Number one is most of my investments are in index funds. Right. Okay. I would invest more than half of my salary in Nifty 50s. Okay. Or a Nifty 50 next 50, and some particular stocks. I've realized over the last 10 years of investments, only invest in things you understand. Invest in things you know about. So I'll pick some stocks which I know and I understand. But mostly my investment strategy is investment funds. That's one. Second is then the other 20%, out of which 5% I invest in crypto funds. Okay. Because I do believe that is the future. Sure, आज बहुत noise है, crash हो रहा है, but technologically बहुत sound है. And I do believe in it. So I do invest in cryptos. And then lastly, I'm in the startup ecosystem. Correct. So I do angel investments as well.
So how many companies have you invested?
Not too many. I'm still like 8 companies in. Okay. So I've done 8 angel investments, primarily GrowthX founders. So people, GrowthX के जो members है और जो founders है, उन्हीं के companies में invest, because I've seen them in person. I've seen how they work. Right. So I have maximum trust in that. I will definitely invest.
Correct. So इसी में I'll ask a question कि you believe more in intraday investments, कि intraday जो trading होता है same day buy किया sell किया, or you are more keen towards doing a long term investment?
Long term. Compounding is the name of the game. भाई correct. Relationship हो, life हो या पैसा हो, कंपाउंडिंग से ही उसका इम्पैक्ट आता है. राइट. लॉन्ग टर्म सोचने से ही इम्पैक्ट आता है. राइट. तो स्टार्ट फर्स्ट ईयर में देखा कि यार व्हाट अरे ये स्टॉक लेते हैं क्योंकि ये करते हैं, या कोई IPO जा रहा है तो उसमें से 5,000 रुपये बना लो. नहीं. राइट. माई फोकस इज आई वॉन्ट टू स्लीप. राइट. सो आई वॉन्ट टू हैव अ लॉन्ग टर्म plan which will even generate anything in double digits, right? 10 to 15% also returns over 30 years is going to change your life, by the way. Right? We are not wired in a way to think कि compounding के returns कितने आएंगे. Quick stat, I think वॉरेन बफे ने जितना लास्ट 10 years में कमाया है राइट कंपाउंडिंग में, उतना उसने फर्स्ट 60 years में नहीं कमाया था. ट्रू. राइट. दैट्स इनसेन कि उसने वो 60 years तक पहली बार बिलियनर हुआ और उसके बाद उसने 50 times मल्टीप्लाई किया जस्ट 10 years में, बिकॉज ही स्टक टू इट. तो वन इज लॉन्ग टर्म, इन्वेस्ट इन थिंग्स दैट आर गोइंग टू गिव यू लॉन्ग टर्म रिटर्न्स. नंबर 2, stick to it, do not quit. Right. So you shouldn't be like constantly pulling out money, putting it money. No, put it and forget it. Right. After 30 years, look at it. And that's why I believe that the country, India, is definitely going to grow to a $5 trillion, $10 trillion.
That's true. Right? It's going to happen.
It's inevitable. If that is true, then the top 50 companies of our country are also going to grow proportionately. Just invest in the top 50 companies. As the country grows, you will grow.
That's true. But should we, a lot of people today are scared of investments. Like you said, the power of compounding.
Correct.
They don't really understand this power. They are like, यार 1,000, 2,000, 1,500 बन गया, निकाल लो. Will ये इसी 1,000, 1,500 को दोबारा इन्वेस्ट करके इसका 4,000 बना देंगे और will just double it up. So what are these traits that you think यार people should not follow and people should think in these lines when they're investing?
Correct. So I think first, if you are not going to make trading as your main source of income, listen to this very clearly. What you will earn will always be the main source of income, जिसको amplify करेगा तुम्हारा investment strategy. True. ये पहली चीज़ है, right? तो अगर आप उस mindset से जाते हो of amplification, तो don't think about short term, right? Don't think about 1 year, 3 years, think 30 years. Genuinely, right? Think about your house that you want to buy, let's say 10 years down the line, at least at a minimum. No? Now for that, try to think of, let's say you are young, right, today. There's a very simple math in investments, right? Just minus your age by 100 and that is your risk appetite, right? So let's say today I'm 30 years old, right? 70% of my investment should be in liquid, meaning equity based. And 30% can be, in anything FD or anything safe, right? Although I don't put money in FD. That's another story. I don't have anything against FD. I just feel like I don't want my money to be given to a bank who's going to make more money out of it, right? But number one is long term. So what is long term? Index funds, right? Like really strong. Some of the really good mutual funds are also there, right? Or invest in blue chip stocks that you know are not going to die, like a Reliance or an HDFC, right? Or a Tata or any, right?
Yeah, correct.
You just look at the top, or that's why I said, yeah, these companies might keep fluctuating the top 50 as I sleep, right? I don't know उनके धंधे में क्या जा रहा है, तो Nifty 50 में invest करो, right? Which is basically the top 50 companies of the country, correct, right? And there it is programmatically invested every month. Second is, if you're earning 100 rupees today, how much should you invest? If you're just starting out, try to first get a taste of it, right? So I would say at least put 10% of your income into long-term saving bets, right? डाल के भूल जाओ. Once you start understanding a little bit more, then you want to start planning according to the goal in mind, right? Don't invest a percentage of your salary, but invest it with, let's say मेरे को घर लेनी है 5 करोड़ रुपए की, ठीक है? उतना उसके लिए कितना इन्वेस्ट करना जरूरी है मेरे को, right? That's where I am today, right? My investment strategy is about the goals that I have, let's say 15, 20, 30 years down the line.
Awesome. I'm inspired the way you have explained me, about the Nifty 50 और जो आपने long term index के बारे में बात किया. It's totally inspiring and I hope जो भी हमारे viewers हैं, जो भी देख रहे हैं, they could also learn from it. So, like coming on to our last question, पर ये last नहीं है, इसके बाद you remember we have a rapid fire. Yes. तो my last question to you is कि हर किसी को लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ regret होता है in terms of decision making कि यार ये गलत decision ले लिया. I'm sure you have been through so much कि मतलब एक salesman से आज एक entrepreneur. तो what would be your regrets which you think यार ये नहीं करना चाहिए था, या फिर ये ऐसा regret है जो आम लोग बहुत करते हैं and this is how they should not do it and this is what they should learn, right?
I would say I don't have regrets per se, but I have made massive mistakes, okay, that can be avoided, right?
Okay.
One is early part of my career, right? I was super fat, by the way, 88 kilos, right? 88 kilos, right? This is this is when I was doing YD जब मिल रहा था अच्छा range में, so 2011, 20 around that time. I was 88 kilos. I was completely into gaming, right? I was also addicted to all kinds of bad stuff, by the way.
Oh,
okay. And that was because I was surrounded by the wrong company, right? Also, my mindset was about victim. कि मैं मेरे ऊपर हुआ है, right? Victim game खेल रहा था मैं basically, right? जब वो मैंने change किया, तब I started getting fitter, वो confidence आ जाता है, mindset change हो जाता है, right? And why I don't call that a regret, because that pain of losing 2 or 3 years made me drive, like made me hard work so much more, made me like वो chip on the shoulder था मेरे पेट में एक आग थी कि कुछ तो करके दिखाना है, right? And that's why I don't regret it. So I'm very thankful that it happened to me, right? But that's one. Number one is people. You are the average of the friends that you are around, right? So number one is people. Biggest regret is choose the kind of people you are around very carefully, right? That's number one. Number two, don't listen to what people say online. Hard work is the only way to succeed, okay? टैलेंट से कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है? कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है? एंड लास्टली इज यू शुड हैव अ वेरी लॉन्ग टर्म माइंड सेट. एनीथिंग दैट यू डू टुडे, ट्राई टू थिंक कि 10 साल के लिए जो मैं कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ, क्या वो मुझे हेल्प करने वाला है, राइट? 8 out of 10 things that you do today should be towards that goal. तो तुम क्या कर रहे हो, राइट? ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मस्ती मत करो, डोंट गो आउट, डोंट एंजॉय, यस डू इट, बट 20%, राइट? 80% should be all long term. So those are my 3 learnings, because when I did that, that is the only time my life changed for the better, and I'm much happier than I was just like, you know, gaming all the time or whatever I was doing.
So I mean, the 3 things, the mantra for Udayan sir is very simple: people,
Correct.
long-term thinking,
Correct.
and
Hard work.
hard work. So awesome.
Yes.
So I'm sure ये episode देखने के बाद लोगों को बहुत मजा आने वाला है. I'm sure they're gonna learn a lot, not just about investing, but also about life decisions that he has been believing on.
So on a lighter side, I lost all my hair making this mistake. So you might as well not make them.
Please don't do that. So now, like as you all know, आपको ही पता है, हमने कहा था कि हम आपके साथ एक rapid fire round खेलेंगे. So we're gonna play that, and we call it Wealthy Fun O'Clock. Yes, guys, we are going to play this. So you have to answer in just one word. Your first question is, if you had a choice, would you rather see the future or change the past?
See the future. Why? Because then I can, work on my present or that future.
Great. If you had to write a book, what would you write about?
I would write about mindset.
Mindset.
Yes.
That's true. I mean, I can sense it. Okay. So 100 crore is your account, or GrowthX as a unicorn?
GrowthX as a 100%.
Great. Would you rather have a conversation with a person with more experience or more educated?
Experience. Any day. Right? Number of experiences is better than years of experience.
Correct. So what was the place you were sitting when you first thought to start GrowthX? Answer honestly.
Third Wave.
Okay.
Third Wave Cafe.
HSR.
Oh, yes. Oh, me and Abhishek.
Both of you.
Yes.
Great. Awesome. Malab, this was really a great session, and I'm very thankful to you. And thank you so much once again for being our guest.
Thank you so much. I had a blast doing it.
Okay.
I typically don't, like, I do so many podcasts, but like they're kind of वही recipe type होता है, right? I love the format, and you folks are doing amazing. Definitely subscribe to what these people are doing, please. Right? But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And it was awesome meeting you.
Yes, thank you so much.
तो गाइस, ये तो थी हैशटैग मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी बाय उदयन. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आए तो प्लीज इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और शेयर जरूर करें, और हमें अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरीज जरूर बताएं बाय पुटिंग हैशटैग मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी एंड टैगिंग वेल्दी अलॉन्ग विद योर 3 फ्रेंड्स. वेल, सोचो मत, शेयर करो. थिंक वेल्थ, गेट वेल्दी.